Hi everyone, it's Belizzle back for another Sims 4 Xbox build. Today we are doing a public library. I actually want to do something a little different. We normally see like houses and mansions and beautiful castles, which I can only hope to one day achieve. But I also in my gameplay like to build places for my Sims to go out. I'm actually kind of a homebody. I pretty much go dancing and that's it. And my Sims tend to be homebodies too. I put everything they could possibly need in their house so that they can be shut-ins. But I feel bad for that about that because they want to go out and do stuff. So I gotta remember to build things that they would like. So I have a library here because I love reading. Some of my Sims like reading, and I thought it'd just be like a nice, like neutral place for them to take their kids or just relax, build some skills, and keep that reading level up. I don't want no dummies, right? So I'm taking some inspiration from a library that we have around here. As you can notice, I have those like river rocks as on the facade of the building. We have a library where I live that has these river rocks as their walling and these cool like black windows, and it's just like my favorite library to go to ever since I was a kid. Even though I never knew where it was, my mom would be like, we can go to the library that's near our house. I'm like, no, 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 no. I want to go to that one with the rocks. Um, just because it appeared to be cooler than the others. So, anyway, I put that little balcony out there to give like a little outdoor space. Public libraries don't normally have too much of that, but I thought it would be kind of cute. I'm using these doors from the City Life Pack. I rarely get to use them, but I just think they're really cool. I like how they use like that blue tinted glass. I wish that there was like blue tinted glass on all of these windows, but at least we have some windows that have black frames, so I will settle for sure. So I did this kind of detail with the windows all around the bottom and top floors of the library, which you won't see all of, but I wanted to like let in a lot of natural light. As I mentioned in my previous builds, I live in Florida, so I want to see sunshine all the time. No, I never get tired of it. No, I'm not looking to live anywhere else. I am a native, born here, raised here, and I love it. So as you can see, like I said, I put those windows all over. The space in the library is pretty large, so even though I have all these huge windows, there's still not as much natural light as I would have liked coming in, but I'm still pretty happy with how everything turned out. The detailing of the I don't know what they call that, like those black things I'm putting there. Sorry, I'll get up to date on my Sims and architecture terminology, not just Sims. So, but the half wall trim, I actually know what I'm talking about there. Is pretty cool. I like the different sizings of the half walls and how we can put everything on top to like really complement the design of the homes. I'm doing some very bad terrain painting. As you can see, I did build the library in Oasis Springs, and I plan to leave it there. I think that its aesthetic matches pretty well with the packs that I have. And when I say the packs, I mean the base game and City Life. I think I'm gonna get together next. I was kind of just like reading up on the different packs and what they have to offer, and I think that the get together pack is for me. I like the idea of doing the clubs. I'm actually doing a Disney Princess challenge, and I like to have like princess parties, and it's always such a hassle to bring them together and everything. I'm like, can I just call a club meeting? But yeah, that has something to do with my library. Maybe I can have a princess party here. A party where everybody gets together and reads. Does that sound like fun? I love reading, but even that sounds kind of boring to me. So we'll just go to a club instead. I have this awning that I placed um at the front door. It was such a struggle for me to get it there to begin with. The game was not cooperating with me, and it really even didn't turn out exactly the way that I wanted it. But I think that it's good enough just to provide some shade and like really like designate that this is the front of the building. Come in here, and also that roof trim looked really cool. It's like actually once I click off, you can see it's pretty dynamic as like a nice like ooh like that dark part. It's just like a cool little detail. Like when you notice like little things like that. I don't know. I'm using the I believe it's like the load bearing columns to really accent the building. Uh, I know that that column there is not centered. Don't worry, I fixed it in another clip. But I think they just like kind of look really good all around the building. And just like having those pops of black to break up the river rock just looks really nice. And it's just like, you know, picking it up a little bit. Just like it's a cool factor, I guess. So, maybe, I don't know, do you think it's cool? Let me know in the comments, like somebody would ever comment on this video. Um, if you do let me know, you'll be my first commenter ever. Wouldn't that be nice? So, anyway, I gave these double doors in the balcony area just to like have like a nice space for them to enjoy reading outside. I love the gating that I used on the balcony. It's part of the City Life package. I like the idea of the people in the library just being like, fall and go out there if you dare. Moving to the indoors, I don't know how popular public libraries are where you live, but here where I live, they're actually a public service that a lot of people take advantage of. They have, ours have lots and lots of computers. So you see me building the beginnings of a computer station there. And I'm just trying to frame out the bathroom and everything. I actually end up moving both spaces and making them larger. Still there, but just giving it more space. So I'm using the I've been framed wallpaper or paint. I think that the blue just goes nicely with the river rock. So it's just kind of like tough exterior, but cozy outside and just like really warm and with the cool tone, sorry, and inviting on the inside. So I am going to place like an eating area. Now, I mentioned in my cabin build that I like to use these little black refrigerators, like the icebox one, as like vending machines. So now you can actually see them in place. My footage of me finishing that little eating area was completely ruined. I used Xbox Upload Studio and I just could not salvage it. So of course there will be like a full like run through of the entire library, and you'll get to see the finished bathrooms and that eating area. You can probably see it in the corner there too. So as you can tell, I am putting lots of computers in the library. Now, our Sims love to get on the computer and not talk to anybody because they are all millennials. So I know that I run the risk of keeping my Sims from actually enjoying the rest of the library. But like I said, I want this to be like a real public space for the Sims to do like what they need. I mean, they make us pay bills over and over and over and over and over in The Sims. So in my mind, they are absolutely paying taxes. So let's put those taxes to work. But really, like, can you ever play The Sims so long that they're just like, okay, you paid off your house? No, because they make you pay for it up front. Wish I had that kind of cash to buy my house up front. Unfortunately, I will be stuck with the mortgage when I'm able to get one. Hope that I can get a house soon, everybody. So yeah, I put in all of these computers, and then those windows that I have, I'm definitely going to continue those on the face of the computer lab so that Sims can be like, oh yeah, this space exists here. I'm gonna sign up for the computer lab. I'm gonna pay them 13 cents per sheet to print or whatever it is. So, as you can see, I did put a bathroom there. I went with the gender neutral bathrooms because, I'm trendy. And I'm thinking as I'm recording that I forgot to actually put doors on the toilets of the bathroom. So, smart. I guess I'll have to fix that before I actually go live and have my Sims play in this space. So, moving to the upstairs, those who have been watching any of my previous builds can tell that I am ready to do my favorite effect. So, I'm putting up some walls in the middle of the floor so that I can knock out that floor and create like an overlook situation. So, when the Sims are using the upstairs portion of the library, they can look down on the peons below them. And I really hope that I did not make that joke in my cabin build because that would be embarrassing and that would make me feel like I am not creative. So let's just pretend this is the first time anybody's hearing it. So I didn't want to make the overlook too big because I'm actually planning for the space up here to be like like how like college libraries have like the rooms which you can like rent out and have like study hall and everything in. So you'll see me build that later. So I am using the island countertops from the base game actually to go ahead and make like a book checkout area. Now, are the Sims ever gonna check out a book from this desk? I mean, absolutely not. But real libraries have it, so I want to have it too. I actually keep readjusting it to get it in just like the perfect position, and I don't even think the position that I left it in this video is where I finally decided for it to be. But having like that curved countertop at the end, it just looks really nice. I placed these dividers from the City Life pack in the back of the welcome desk to like delineate the space because I'm going to create a nice little special section coming up here in just a moment. But I really love those dividers. They're like some of the only dividers that are just straight without any wonky curves or anything. So like they just are great for creating the illusion of a wall. And it has like really great colors too. So I am using the giraffe print to make my kids reading area. I have liked the giraffe print so much since I even got the game, but I just haven't really had a space to really use it. Not that my Sims haven't had kids or anything, but every time I tried to use it, I just thought it looked so tacky the way that I was trying to use it. But I think it looks really nice in this space. And I know I'm choosing like a kind of crazy wallpaper to go with it, but it's fun. My mom likes to buy like fun dresses and fun shoes, and they're like shoes and dresses that are just like all kinds of crazy colors mixed together, hot pinks and purples and greens and blues and flowers and everything all on the same thing. When I was growing up, she had this like African style like bodycon dress that had like cheetah print and zebra print and beads and all this kind of stuff. And even as a kid, I'd be like, Mom, that dress does not match itself. And can we just throw it away? And she's like, No, it's fun. No, it's fun. And while I don't do it all the time, I gotta admit, I like fun stuff too now. So enjoy my giraffe print and polka dots. So as I have my kitty area coming together, I'm I wish that they had bookshelves that were like kid size or kid height. I don't know if they have that in any of the other expansion packs. I'll eventually get them, but I worked with what I had here. I'm putting that I believe it's called the Pretty Sitter or something chair because I'm starting to put together like a story time area. I'm decorating with the bear chairs and the pastel color bookshelves because I just want it to be like a fun area for kids. And I wish that the game would be like, hey, they're using a lot of kids stuff, so let's like let the kids play over here. But we all know, I mean, we have all of our Sims have washed the kitchen dishes in the bathroom sink on the fourth level of their house. There are no kids that are going to sit on here unless I bring them here myself and force them. Maybe I will. So, I just have like comfortable reading area for the kids. And then I use like from the city pack, those little like pillow chairs, which are so cute to like circle around the reader. So that's the kids area. And there are those lights, like those cloud lights. And I love them so much. And I just don't really have a lot of opportunities to use them either, but they're so perfect for the space. And I mean, in comparison to the rest of the library, like you can tell, like this space is absolutely just for the kids. So I hope you like it. Would you bring your kids there? I don't know. I would. So the library that I'm like taking some inspiration from has a lot of like metal columns in it, and like it's old, like I said, from when I was a kid it was like this, and they're actually remodeling that library right now. So this will be the remembrance of the old days. And it's cool that they're like updating it because it's a library that tons of people love to go to. It's also kind of sad. They're pretty good about like preserving their history and everything, though. I was just there recently having a meeting in one of the conference rooms, and they had all these really old pictures up from like when the library first opened up. And I think it was like back in the 50s. Like the people in the pictures are like dressed like Mad Men. Is Mad Men the 50s? I don't know. I've never watched it. It's just like trendy or something, right? Or is it not cool anymore? I don't know. So I take the rest of those bookcases going forward toward the kid area so that there are lots of books. But I didn't feel like I needed to show you all of that. Like, it's a library, so I'm sure that you are assuming that I filled it with many bookcases and books. I don't need to brag about how many books are in my bookcase, even though like it's a lot. It's more than your library. So I am making little conference rooms very badly. Like I said before, I play on Xbox. The controls are not great. I did a lot of like refilming as I was building, like, because I had to like really commit to whatever I'm doing. I really had to have a plan already in place. So I'd actually already built the library before, decided what I wanted to keep, made some tweaks, and then demolished it and then recorded. So I just literally mirrored the offices. So there's 6 like conference rooms upstairs. And I'm just going to show you how I decorated one of those conference rooms, but they're all pretty similar. So we are going to use some of the base game tables, and I don't know if you'd seen before, but I was using kind of like some basic chairs because I was like, man, it's a public library. Like they have like basic stuff. They don't have time to be spending a ton of money on all kinds of like fancy stuff. Like it's taxpayer dollars. Like there's better services to be paying for. But I was like, no, we can have like some nice things. So I went with a nice glass table and the nice like spinny rolly chairs. Like so if you are in one of these offices, like you can feel like a real busy business person. And then I also decorated the room like with a cork board. I wanted like a something that looked like a whiteboard, but they just didn't have it. So maybe in another expansion pack. What expansion pack do you think guys think that I should get? Because I keep pretending that I'm like using different things, but I'm always just like, base game, city life, base game, city life. Like it's time for me to go ahead and upgrade. So I used this bookcase down in the kids area too, but I really love this bookcase and it also comes in some great colors. So I went with like a modern color cover, the black and white, and then I put a reading area up here. So this is like my favorite bench in the game. And look, I'm about to place it, and then I said, never mind, how about I try something different? So you see some of my new city life benches. I created like a little kind of like modern but simplistic area. I'm a minimalist, so I don't go for a whole lot of like rah rah rah, look at this, oh my god, it's so amazing or anything. Like I am definitely a less is more person, and you'll definitely see that like reflected in my builds. Like I really like the space to speak for itself. I like it to feel comfortable and not just like overly crowded with stuff. But I do like to watch other people who build with spaces that are overly crowded and just wonderful. And I'm always like, oh, I want to live there. But I could never put that kind of thing together myself. So I didn't want to design this outdoor space for just a couple of people. I wanted a lot of people to be able to enjoy this space. So I think I gave sitting for like, I want to say like maybe 9 people or so. So they can really just like say, hey, you know, like this isn't like someplace you have to rent or reserve. Like this space really is for everybody. And I regretted in my cabin build not showing how things looked in another time of day. I actually am going to end up showing you guys how this build, well, this area looks at night. I have these lights from City Life, and I rarely get to use these either. And I just think that they are so cool. I want them in my life, like light up my house with this. And it just looks so nice at night too. Like, don't you want to hang out there, get a guitar, a nice book, some rosé, and just do it? But but yeah, so oh my gosh, I don't know. I feel like I need to change that like the wallpaper color because it reminds me of my college days studying into the wee hours of the night. So this build is coming to an end. So one last look around. You see how like smoothly I am panning the camera? Like I'm a professional. Get on my level. So here are the floor plans coming up. You can see our offices all similarly designed. Our kids area, our eating area, the bathroom without any doors to the toilets. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the build. I'll just let you take the rest of the tour from here and have a good one. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and let me know what you think down in the comics. Comics or comments? Comments.